Northeastern Wisconsin has lots of beautiful parks and nature areas, along with great hiking and biking paths. But if you haven't checked it out before, Ozaukee County also has some real treasures, and you're invited to tour them this weekend.
Sounds nice. Marjie Tomter and Andrew Struck are with the Treasures of Oz to tell us more about it. Thanks for being here, both of you.
Well, thanks for having us.
Thanks. It's really nice to be here to tell you about it.
Yeah. Nice to have
just
you.
Looking at those pictures, I think now that the weather's starting to get nicer, everybody's just itching to get outside and enjoy things. So tell us what the Treasures of Oz is all about.
Well, Treasures of Oz is like a project of many organizations, most of them environmental organizations in Ozaukee County. And our goal is to get people to come out into the natural areas and ultimately to fall in love with them. And we do that by every year we open about 8 different sites, and at each site we have some of the best experts you can imagine at these sites to really talk about what's in these various places. And to make it fun and to really kind of bribe people to get out, we have them get a passport, and they can go around and get their passport stamped at the various sites as they go. We have a celebration site at the end of the tour, and you can go you can start anywhere you want. There's no particular order. But you can trade your passport stamps in for raffle tickets at the end, and so maybe you can get dinner at a local restaurant free. Yeah, you know, we'll do what we can to get people out there. We want them to get in, and we want them to fall in love with it. And I mean, it's healthy, it's getting kids outside, it's a way families can connect. And we have I think it's 42 different parks and preserves in Ozaukee, and it's fabulous.
Give us an example of one stop people might make and what they might hear from one of the experts at one of those stops.
Yeah, one of the sites that we're really excited about this year is Shady Lane Natural Area in Hawthorne Hills County Park. It's one of our Ozaukee County parks, and we're excited because the site was actually preserved last year, and Treasures of Oz partnership had a lot to do with that, with the county board actually setting it aside. It's a beautiful wooded natural area. It's very reminiscent of what you would see prior to disturbance in the area. So it's mature woodlands, and there are going to be experts on site. That it goes down to the Milwaukee River. We're going to have discussions about the Milwaukee River, the fisheries, the wildlife, just what you can enjoy in the woodland. And a lot of flowers are blooming right now, so it's a really pretty time.
Yeah, so very educational in general. Yeah. And going out during this event on the 15th, this is the time that you really want to do, and you've got the docents there.
Absolutely. This is the time to visit, and great weekend. We're finally getting nice weather, so this is the time to hear from experts. And they'll tour you around. They'll show you more of the properties so that you can get familiar and come back on your own time, too.
Well, that's what I like about it, is you have the ability to kind of see everything, get a glimpse at everything, so that when you do have more time, you can visit your favorite spot, which is fun. And this time to visit, and we're talking about June 15th. Right. This is really a unique time to visit that's like no other time that you would visit, right?
Yeah, we picked this time. I mean, it's pre-mosquitoes in general. It's pre the really hot thing, you know, the hot weather, and we've been really lucky with not having rain, you know. We've done this is our 4th year now, and we had one tiny shower at one moment at one point. That was it. So yeah, it's a beautiful time to come in.
It's great.
Yeah.
What's another exciting spot? Tell us a little bit more of one of the other treasures.
Sure.
Well, there's just so many to really pick from. One of them is the boardwalk in Cedarburg Bog, and this is a boardwalk that's actually only open if you're taking a class at the bog, perhaps. It's not just open to the public on normal times. We're trying to highlight sites this year that are sort of off people's radar. Yeah. And you can walk way out into this bog. I mean, it's way out. You go across 2 islands, and you get into the actual string bog, and it's like the southernmost string bog in North America. It's a unique feature. Wow. So that's going to be fun, especially for people who really like to get into nature things. Yeah.
How do you describe a bog? Because bogs are a natural that you know they're not to be disrupted.
Well, I can tell you this about the Cedarburg Bog. I was at the training last week or 2 weeks ago that Dr. Jim Reinhardt's did. He did a 4-hour session with members of the the Friends of Cedarburg Bog. I mean, these people already know about bogs, and he did a 4-hour training session, and the first thing we learned was that it's not a bog. So, so anyway, there is a bog in the bog, but I'm going to leave it at that, and if people are, would like to find out a little more about this, they should come to that site and find out why it is not Cedarburg Bog, and to make it worse, it's not in Cedarburg.
That's awesome.
That is great. So don't go to Cedarburg. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
But that, you know, just these little things. And I would think when you have friends come or family come visit, you know, and you want to kind of plan a fun outing or do something with the kids or set something up for the nanny or the babysitter this summer, these are the kind of things that you could have on a little list for them. You know, go check this out, go do this for the day, and now you know what it's like, and it's a great place for them to visit.
Is there a cost to go? And I saw a tram, so if people have some difficulty moving.
Actually, that tram was at Harrington Beach. They have a little tram that goes around up there. We don't have a tram. People have to go to each site kind of on their own. We have some people will bike the sites, and if you bike, you get double passport tickets because of all that good clean energy that you're doing.
It is free, though.
It's free, and it's very family friendly. We are sponsored by some really great sponsors. You'll see them on our website in the community, Ozaukee County Planning and Parks, and the Ozaukee Washington Land Trust, which is our really big sponsor. And we have a celebration site up at one of the sites, which is Forest Beach Migratory Preserve. Used to be a golf course, now turning into 10 different bird habitats, so it's fun to go there every year and see. And there's activities and things there for kids and families, lots of exhibits, and we have a silent auction.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, Jeannie Lord's coming in with the raptors from Pineview Wildlife Rehab. And
so cool.
There's lots to see and do.
So people can find out all about it by going to the website. It's treasuresofoz.org. It's going on again. The event is this Saturday, the 15th. That's when you go out for the 2013 tour. Learn all about these wonderful different treasures. There's so many of them for you to find out about, and all the experts will be on hand to give you that insider information. Thanks for being here, both of you.
Thank you for having us.
Appreciate it. Thanks, guys.
Fun event.